Welcome back to the Outer Worlds, Part 4. Um, Last we left off, I can't remember what we're doing. Um, I was playing Skyrim earlier, just messing about. And I had to uninstall a mod because uh, for some reason, well, not for some reason, but the mod was messing things up, and I kept getting kicked off. So I had to uninstall it. Anyways, we were about to talk to Adelaide.
If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear?
Just one, I guess. Who are you?
Suppose that weighs on who's asking. My flock likes to call me grandmother, on account of my providing hot soup and free advice. You can call me Adelaide, though.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you? I remember when you were but a sprout. Thomas speaks of you often. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon, but it's been cleaned.
Uh, is this your greenhouse?
No, dear. The garden belongs to us all. Life is the gift of the universe, and the universe yields its bounty equally, absent of prejudice.
I'm surprised you managed to grow anything out here.
The soil around the Vale went sour years ago, but I found a way to sweeten it back up. The secret recipe is a little bit of elbow grease, a dash of love, and a heaping pile of special fertilizer.
Reed sent me to make these.
Reed Thompson? You here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile? Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then?
You're off. The power that belongs to the town, come back to the cannery. That's about it. Reed asked you to consider coming back to town. He's willing to make amends.
Make amends? Spare me. Only thing Reed knows how to make is a mess. Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned. I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves. He would do such a thing. The question is, why would you agree to his plans?
Your camp has a power regulator. I need to repair my ship.
Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip 'em out of the cannery's guts and leave us be. If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid. Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery.
What do
Seems the
you
sort of thing a hero would do.
what do you have against the town?
You've seen that miserable excuse for a town with your own lamps. Hollowed out workers laboring their lives away at the cannery, living off whatever scraps Spacer's Choice throws them. You know that's true, don't you, Ms. Holcomb? Your father died of overwork. His heart gave out.
He was tired all the time, sure, but he was old, ma'am, and he raised me all by his lonesome.
Look what they did to this child. Lost her family to the company, and still she defends them.
Uh, uh, what do you have against people trying to make a living? Yeah.
It's not much of a living. Every single person in that town has sold themselves to Spacer's Choice. The company owns them. Body, blood, and bones. You've been there. You've seen it. All anyone ever does is toil over a cannery. They give their lives for some heartless corporation, and then they're tossed into a Spacer's Choice brand cemetery.
Let's say I help you. What happens to Edgewater?
Life in Edgewater grinds to a halt. The cannery shuts down, workers desert in droves, and our own little camp grows and thrives.
You think Reed's just trying to spite you?
You bring power to Reed's town and you'll be killing us. Reed knows it. He's counting on it.
I'll consider it.
I trust you will listen to your conscience.
Where are we headed? He's just interested in fixing stuff. He always used to follow me around, asking me to explain what I was doing. Like a puppy, kinda.
Are you sure? He nearly fell over when he saw you. The tool he was thinking with was definitely not a wrench. I've not lately seen a man with a bigger or more obvious crash.
I'm just glad he's alive. That he's okay. I mean, when Mr. Thompson said he was fired, we all expected the worst. If he wants to learn about engineering, we should help him get those data pads he wants. I'd like to do that for him.
Okay. Right. What's this? Ah. Ah. This is what happens when you play Skyrim for too long. You end up wanting to zoom out. We came in here, right? should probably leave these doors open. That way I know where I've been and where I haven't. I've been in here, haven't I? Storage journal. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I read this, but just in case if I haven't, uh, I'll read it again. After sneaking parts out of the industrial sector for a couple of days, I think I finally have everything I need to build my own flying death machine. However, upon closer inspection, I'm not entirely sure all of these components will fit together properly. It's not like the board would build their mechanicals with custom tooled parts. Right. Everything would have to be modular for all these mechanicals to run efficiently. I'll tool around with things for a bit and see what I can put together. After a few hours of experimentation, things were starting to come together, but I still don't have to do it down to an exact science. For instance, there's something wrong with the memory processing core, but I can't seem to sort it. I can't seem to sort out. Uh, when I tried to install it, the unit made a loud buzzing sound and refused to respond to any feedback. I removed it, whacked it with a wrench a few times, and that seemed to stop buzzing. Things seemed like they were working for a few seconds after I installed it. Again, but now there's a sharp clicking noise every few seconds, and the damn thing right stabilizer won't stop twitching. I'll try to remove it. Uh, I'll try removing the processing core again and giving it a few more good whacks. That'll learn it. Okay, yeah. I definitely read that. I definitely remember reading that. Ah. I know I've been this way, most likely. Oh. Yeah, this is Edgewater. Okay, why am I back in Edgewater? I don't know. Oh, because there's manuscripts that I need. Well, one on the right. No! Damn it. Is there a delay in this stream? Is it on the other side? Yes, it is. Yeah, it looks like there's a few seconds delay in the stream.
Get ready! One.
Rabid Sprats.
Everyone all right? Not a peep from me.
Actually, before I do that, I want to switch my gear, see if there's... Oh yeah, this is...
Gosh, that's clever.
There was something downstairs too. Oh. Oh. Okay. uh, from R. Thompson to Gibbs Marketing Division. Subject: Excellent news. Dear Lawson, I appreciate your hard work on behalf of our beloved brand of Saltuna. I've just received a response from corporate. They're not interested in your idea of a light version of the Saltuna brand because we'd rather not compete with ourselves. But they are interested in the idea of lighter Saltuna effective immediately. We have been instructed to use heavier weighted cans so we can pack them with less salt tuna, thereby saving bits of every can. This is exactly the kind of breakthrough our cannery needs. In fact, our logistics department has just confirmed my request to have you transferred from the marketing division to the cannery. Can you imagine, Lawrence? You'll be rubbing elbows with your fellow workers on the canning line, filling each slightly heavier can with slightly less salt tuna, hour after hour, day after day. This is great and tremendous honor for you and for me. Effective immediately, your position in the marketing division has been terminated. I expect you to report to our foreman tomorrow morning. Your uniform will be deducted from your pay. Welcome. To R. Thompson from from Gibbs Marketing Division to R. Thompson. Subject: excellent news. Hey boss, I just wanted to check up on the new salt tuna line project. I've been brainstorming some new taglines for the product line, and I think some of them will nearly catch our customers' attention. Personal file. Ideas for Saltuna light taglines. Uh, Melt on our fork, not in your mouth. Less fat with some saltuna flavor. It's it's brine time now with this satisfying crunch of cartilage. You can't spoil salt tuna without salt. Uh, uh, you can't spell salt tuna without salt. No. Also can't spell salt tuna with ants. Potential to market toward families. Leading scientists say it's still food. The salt tuna will thank you. Warning may cause auditory hallucinations. We'll add more later. Oh, I probably didn't need to do that, seeing how I already blocked ticked it or whatever. That was the kind of the sissiest jump I ever saw, but I shall not complain. Um, fistful of digits. Right. No, no, that's not what I wanted to do. Nope. Do. Disarm security fence. Yes. View recent logs. Yes. Assessing error. Security log inaccessible to keep or in keeping with Spacer's Choice Company policy. All security logs have been terminated in the event of a major emergency catastrophic event or security breach. Attention! Scheduled security updates at this Spacer's Choice faculty are critically overdue. Your last scheduled security update occurred on error dates not found. If you are a member of Spacer's Choice Security, detail assigned to this location, please turn in your identification for immediate re, re, reprimed failure to do so many results in an immediate reprimed. Okay. I got an outfit. Probably can put on this again. Whoa. Um, junk. I'm just wasting Adrena time. Not really sure why, but I am.
Watch out! We did it!
Nice. You know, before I go in here, oh, more dead bodies. That's gonna be nice. Actually, oh my god. Ugh.
The control room should be off to the right. I hope we're doing the right thing.
Tech skills. Well, I already have something that gives me tech skills +5. I probably don't need the laboratory outfit.
Yeah, huh?
I need ammunition. Accessing, blah, blah, blah. Access file 1. I had to borrow your copy of The Young Spacer's Guide to Mechanical Engineering Radio. Been sputtering and I needed the reference. I've returned the copy to the repair bay. Chaos everywhere, mechanicals gone haywire, gunfire, hearing some screams. Hola. I think that I was someone's leg. Would like to leave early for the day. Please deduct delinquency fee from my pay. Thank you. Proud to be member of Spacer's Choice family. Alright. I don't know what I think. Alright. Probably stop using ammunition.
Oh, you got that?
Yep.
Oh, clever.
System alert.
Get through! Here they come!
Law tutorial. What? No. Get that out of here. No, that's out. I have new ammo. Out of ammo. From Spacer's Choice, Emerald Vale to Development and Oversight to J. Barr. Oh, Braden. Subject. Get it together. Miss Braden, this letter serves as an informal notification of your company's displeasure toward your management of the Emerald Vale geothermal plant. As reasons related to exceeding your staff budget in your latest uh, quarterly report, please select 5 subordinates to be dismissed immediately. Additionally, please contact our office to schedule your official reprimand at your earliest convenience. Failure to schedule your official reprimand will result in an official reprimand. The Spacer's Choice family would like to collectively remind you that working for Spacer's Choice is not a right but a privilege. Emerald Vale Geothermal Plant. From Jay Braden. From Jay Braden to Spacer's Choice Emerald Vale Development and Oversight. Subject: no need for reprimand. To the esteemed members of the Emerald Vale Development and Oversight community, I hope this letter finds you wealthy after due consideration of your last letter. I hope I have identified and terminated no fewer than 5 subordinates who were unable to provide sufficient justification for their ongoing employment. I would like to remind the oversight community that while most of Emerald Vale has failed to meet its production and output quotas, particularly our agriculture and fishing canning department, neither of which are anywhere close to profitable, the Emerald Vale geothermal plant remains committed to providing cheap cost, efficient power to the entire region. Regards, Juno Braden, Manager. From Spacer's Choice, Emerald Vale Development and Oversight to Jay Braden. Subject: no need for reprimand. Miss Braden, we have investigated the claims made against the profitability of the greater Emerald Vale region. Our offices agreed with you. Agriculture and fishing canning have experienced a steady decline, while the Emerald Vale geothermal plant remains somewhat profitable. Our offices are currently investigating ways to implement additional cost-saving measures, which will ultimately lead to a learner more streamlined, more efficient geothermal plant. Please be informed that the Spacer's Choice Development and Oversight Office has taken a significant insurance policy against the Emerald Vale geothermal plant. The office would like to assure you that this insurance policy has standard procedure. Do not attempt to interpret, understand, or otherwise extrapolate meaning from this decision. As a special courtesy, we have developed a property team of engineering specialists to the Emerald Vale geothermal plant. This team of specialists has been introduced to refit and upgrade the plant's population of auto mechanical free of charge. Thank you for your cooperation. All right.
Dang, that's impressive.
Personal files. Access. Personal log. 006. Greetings, Security Chief Chief S. Tanaka. This is an automated message initiated by Spacer's Choice Worker Safety Contingency Protocol. A security lockdown has been indicated that this is not a test. Your behavior during this lockdown will be reviewed during your quarterly audit. Anxiety is a common side effect of life-threatening situation and engendered by security lockdowns. Fight back against anxiety with an ice-cold bottle of Zero G Brew, an ale that good for what ails you. Access personal log 079. Ooh. Geothermal Security Office, personal log S. Tanaka, Chief of Security. Pastor Higgins again. That Oldhead found him fiddling around with one of the mechanicals, so I had to write him up for tampering with company property. Just in case, I'm reading this a couple days from now and feeling bad for what I've done. Let me just remind myself that I've warned him before. He's always been a little crooked in the skull. He was working on some logic module. I confiscated it. Should be in my lock away room from the foreseeable future. Access personal log 087. Geothermal security office. Personal log S. Tanaka, chief of security. Doesn't sit right with me. Company's been replacing our guards with auto mechanicals. At this rate, I'm gonna end up a chief of security with no staff, just a small army of mechanicals, knocking about guns, pointing every which way company tells us they're safe, programmed to treat us humans like their own people are liable to break down. But an automechanical never will. I just don't know, doesn't sit right with me, but this company has never been wrong before, I suppose. Access personal log 098. Geothermal security office, personal log S. Tanaka, chief of security. Worst has happened, mechanical's gone crazy. Locked myself down here, just trying to gather my courage. Gonna make a mad dash for the control room. Might be able to shut things down. Will delete this entry if I return. That helmet does not go good with that now. What does this outfit look like? Not bad. Not bad. But I still like this is better. This is probably matches. Alright, now. No! My pride is hurt. I've got no...
Unexpected. Investigating.
Here they come!
Ammunition!
Not working!
I need ammunition. I want to save as many mag picks as I can, since I only have 2. Oh, hacking is too low. Right. Nice. That's done.
Self-diagnostics complete. Navigation systems operational. Combat systems operational. It's not the best choice. It's the spacer's choice. Hostile actions towards spacer's choice mechanics are contrary to logical directive. Conclusion: all hostile automechanicals must be defective in compliance with spacer's choice policy. All defective automechanicals must be affirmative. Mechanicide protocols loaded. Awaiting confirmation.
Mechanical log 012. Corporate just sent me a team of technicians to conduct a complete refit of all our mechanicals every century and drone. It's not my place to say so, but doesn't this run contrary to the Spacer's choice mission of being as cheap as possible? Just in case I'm audited, I would like to be formally express how grateful I am to be a part of Spacer's Choice family. Spacer's Choice is the leading brand in affordable sun-dry access halcyon. It's not the best choice, it's Spacer's Choice. C. Higgins. Repair Bay Mechanics Log 020 0020. Just finished a routine maintenance on our mechanical sentries. I found some strange modification to their logic modules. I haven't had time to run a diagnostic, so I don't know what's been modified. All I know is that these modifications were introduced to our recent refit company, went through the trouble of refitting every single mechanical the plant not long ago, guessing this was the work of those visiting technicians. I filed a report, but my supervisor told me not to worry about it, that the company knew what it was doing, ordered me to forget about any alleged modifications to the logic modules, decided to do a bit of sleuthing by my own self, got my hands on a logic module. Time to do a little experimentation. Oh. Borrowed a copy of the Young Spacer's Guide to Mechanical Engineering. I think it's volume 3. I need something to read down in the pit. Much obliged, C. Higgins. Okay.
Get away!
C. Higgins is down below.
No, just leave me alone.
Great work!
Break. Whoops. Think. Oh wait, no. I have the armor that I wear. Awesome. Oh yeah, no. No. Break down. Alright. Keeping all these.
Get away! Go away, Phantom! You're not real. You're not real. No, just leave me alone. You're not real. You're not real. Get away from me, Phantom. Shoot, scram.
I'm not sneaky enough. Okay.
You can talk? The Phantom's never talked before. Well, I knew I shouldn't have eaten that sprat raw. See, Higgins? This is why you must always boil your sprats before ingesting.
Wait, you're eating sprats?
Of course. Sprats are an excellent source for my daily recommended intake of mercury. Chester D. Higgins. The D stands for definitely not insane. I use it as a reminder. Oh, Higgins has been many things over the years. Sprat Wrangler, Saltuna Critic, Aetherwave Personality, Chairman of the Board, Galactic Defender, Sisty Pig Tycoon. I've come a long way for someone who started off as a simple engineer right here in this plant. I specialized in automechanicals, drones, sentries, repaired them, maintained, upgraded, did it all from my old workroom just over in the next section. Oh, before, definitely before, Sisty Pig Tycoonery was the apex of my long and storied career. Jimmy'd opened the vending machines. That lasted a good couple of months. Eventually, I had to resort to more unconventional means of filling my insides. Mechanicals lost their bolts, opened fire on anything that moved. It was pandemonium.
And you weren't killed?
I was on cleaning duty at the time. My old boss had me scrubbing pipes when the killing started. So, as usual, I missed out. Look, I don't want to fall into any trouble with the mechanicals. If they wise up to our plans, they will come for us. With prodding irons. You know, you remind me of myself back when I was an intergalactic adventurer. I discovered a flaw. Their hostility levels were hardwired to maximum. There's no changing that, but you could rewrite their targeting protocol so they attack each other instead. Yes, that's exactly it. I see you're also versed in the noble art of mechanical engineering. There's a behavior control terminal in the other room. It should have options to change how the mechanicals act, including whom they shoot at. Oh, that reminds me. You'll need my passcode to access the behavior control terminal. Here, let me just write it down for you.
I want to ask you something else.
The tail. Definitely start with the tail. If you're feeling adventurous, the ears are a particular delicacy.
You're high off a sprat.
Mechanicals lost their bolts. Opened fire on anything that moved. It was pandemonium.
How could this have happened?
You mean, why did the mechanicals go on a murderous rampage? Same reason any of us do, I suppose. The voices told them to do it. I was on cleaning duty at the time. My old boss had me scrubbing pipes when the killing started. So, as usual, I missed out.
I should put you out of your misery. But I guess that would be inhumane. Right.
Mind the steam. You're liable to get scalded.
Oh, adjacent automech.
Did you seriously just run through that door? Shut off steam. I think before I go and do anything else, I should probably go back to the well, I should go back to Thomas and give him his thing. Also, I feel like I'm missing something.
Any luck finding one of those manuals? No kidding. Really? Well, which one? Ain't that just ironical? If I'd worked a little longer back at the cannery, I might have found this myself. 2 whole data pads? Be still my beating heart. Oh, almost forgot your payment. Well, don't keep me in suspense. The geothermal plant? Now that is just incredible. You really went exploring down there? Adelaide always told us it was swarming with hostile mechanicals.
Oh, it
That's
is.
a complete set. All 3 parts. I'm gonna be the greatest engineer Halcyon's ever seen. Aside from you, Ms. Parvati. I swear, I'll do you proud.
I'm glad we could help, Thomas.
I've been saving something for you. Just a little contraption I found. Should fit right into your outfit.
Oh yeah. Okay. Personal notes. First entry. Person file entry. First entry. May the Eternal bless my first endeavor. It's been 2 days since I walked away from life at the Edgewater Cannery. Fortune, Fortuitously, the old bot, botanical labs, botanical labs are still operational. Mostly, the soil, the soil's sour. I'll do what I can, but I'm going to need some powerful fertilizer. Tired of having these, or have, tired of having the taste of saltuna lingering on my tongue, day in and day out. I want something fresh, something that grows out of the earth. Open last entry. Personnel file last entry. We found another worker from Edgewater. Ex-worker now. Desertion rates must be climbing. I'm not terribly surprised. Reed's style of management has always been tyrannical. I imagine an exodus is brewing. At any rate, the worker has in a sorry state. Fever, shallow breathing, delirious, must have been plagued. I set him right with a diet of greens. He was all better in a couple of weeks. Physically, spiritually, he's one of our flock now. Experimental notes, first entry. I am hereby repurposing the botanical lab from its original conception as a gear in the soulless automation of the corporate machine. This greenhouse may look impressive, but like all Spacer's Choice products, it is cheap and unreliable. I shall have to make some repairs with my own two hands. This place shall become a nursery before it was abandoned. I understand the horticultural outlets failed to precede a single viable crop. Something about the soil being too poor. I am determined to find a way. May the eternal smile upon my endeavors. Open last century. Flora are living things as sensitive to their environment as many breathing, thinking body. I contend that the corps in this region failed because the corporate scientists tending to them are cold, heartless, inhumane people acting on behalf of a sterile and inhumane power. One cannot expect our corps to flush with green and reach for the sky under these conditions. The soil is sour. It's true. I don't know quite how to explain that. I am sure the scientification will say something about biology or or the carbon cycle, but I can conclude after months of my own experimentations that the secret to rich and wholesome garden is love, attention, compassion, and natural fertilizer bursting with organic material just as nature intended. Alright. I feel like I'm missing something here.
Something you need?
No. Thought you would have more insight. I do feel like there's something here that I'm missing. But I can't quite think of what that would be. Is missing.
Shh.
Hmm. I do feel like I'm missing something in here. But I can't find. Oh, I found some gold teeth.
Anything else I can do for you? Haven't you ever seen a novelty paperweight? I remember a Eugene. Pleasant enough boy. Whatever happened to him?
I never said anything happened.
I did nothing wrong. The teeth were harvested from a body that went cold long before my tools ever touched it. Gold does not decompose. The teeth had to be removed. And while I am no licensed dentist, I should think I did a fair job of it. I cannot tell you how refreshing it is to converse with a rational mind. That's exactly right. Rot is necessary for life. A corpse is bursting with the nutrients a young sapling craves. The crops I grow here are natural, nutritious, healthy. My garden does more than fill the bellies of my flock. It keeps them from falling ill. Do you see anyone ailing in my camp? Unlike the people in Edgewater, my flock don't fall sick with plague. The Vale's barren. Been that way for years. Soil's been sterile about as long as I can remember.
Yeah, but we're talking about people here.
We are talking about organic compounds once inhabited by a sentient mind. A person lasts only until the last synapse burns out, the last brainwave flickers into the void. What remains is a carcass moldering neath the soil. Decomposition is a natural process, essential to new life. All life feeds on other life.
Yeah. Parvati, do you have anything to say?
Oh, I don't know. If it was me, I'd be glad to volunteer. Keeping others alive, that'd be a beautiful gift to leave. But none of the folk you used had a say. You didn't ask, ma'am. And what about my dad? I talk to his grave every Saturday. Is he even there?
Robert is just where you left him, dear. He died too long ago. By now, he's naught but a skeleton.
I still think you're crazy. Uh,
Whatever you say, my dear. I'm listening. That's not strange at all, dear. Few of us truly know where we are. The world can seem like a forest without end, and it is all too easy to lose one's way. But we must remember that being lost is the first step in discovering yourself.
no, I mean, I actually don't know where I am.
This is the old botanical lab in Emerald Vale, on
Okay.
Terra 2. By the look on your face, I'm guessing you're not quite following me. Are you not feeling well? Ought to lay your head down if you're running fever.
Just getting my bearings.
Are you talking about an escape pod of some sort? Where did you say you were from?
Um,
Is that a new settlement of some kind? I haven't kept news from outside the Vale. Oh dear. I see what's happening. You've been taking Adrena time. That stuff will burn right through your upper story. Leave you raving and babbling. You ought to try some of my purgative tea. Won't cure what ails you, but it will distract you for a spell. Maybe I do. I don't know yet. Growing up, I heard my folks talking about the Hope. Always believed it was just a story we told ourselves to keep our spirits up. Listen, don't you worry about what I think. That's not important. Worry about what the board thinks of you going around talking about lost ships from decades past. You carry on about coming here from another world, and people will talk. Talk leads to questions. Ask enough questions, and the board comes answering. No, but the board may have reason to fear you.
right. Found teeth. Uh, I'll go back to spaceport later. Think this is closer? Yes, it is. Let's get back in there. Yay! Fun.
Something you need?
No? You have nothing you want to say? Alright.
Yeah, huh?
Offline status. This access point brought to you by Spacer's Choice Emerald Vale geothermal plant operating at 22% efficiency. Power is currently being distributed to Edgewater, Altoona Cannery, and Botanical Laboratory. Warning: structural damage detected. Please notify your designed supervisor. Safety failures detect high likelihood of moderate to severe structural damage. Warning: redirecting power is an irreversible procedure. Processing error. Power redirection function has failed. Manual override required. Please activate all electronic track switches. Okay, cool. Kind of figured that was gonna happen. Nope, nope, not that way. Use my hammer.
Where'd to go? If we send the power to Miss McDevitt, what happens to the Veil? Where are we headed?
Processing sweeping.
Incoming!
Level up. Yay. Let's do oh wait. Let's change gear because
Something you need?
you still have nothing to say. Really. How long have I been streaming for? Oh.
That's the last. Once we do this, there's no going back. Hey, mister? Look, I know you want your power regulator and all, but I just gotta ask you. Do you understand what you're about to do? I don't think you should cut off Edgewater's power. I think it would be cruel. I'm sorry. That just sort of came out all at once. Edgewater's hurting. We've been losing workers year after year, and corporate hardly ever sends replacements. There's barely enough Saltuna to fill our bellies anymore. But the town's got some good people in it. Decent, hard-working folk just living their lives the only way they know how. They don't deserve to be punished. Sorry, I didn't mean to babble on like that. I felt like I had to say something.
I'm glad you did. I like hearing from you.
Really? I mean, wow. Thanks. No one's ever told me those words in that order.
Right. So, redirect power. To redirect power to Edgewater. Oh. Now, how do I get out? Yes. So, none of this. None of that. Um. Let's return back to the labs. We screwed everything up over here, I know, but
Home is where the heart is. Marauders took that saying a little too literally.
I don't know how much longer we'll... One of us want to go see what happened?
Keep your wits.
I don't know what you did to talk some sense into Zoe.
That's the thing about growing old. Your eyes start to fail. Elsewise, I would have seen you for the snake that you are, chopped you into pieces and roasted you on a spit. This is all you're doing.
Hey,
Cutting off
hey.
my power, killing off my garden. Without refrigeration, my food will spoil, and my flock will starve. I want to ask you this in private, away from the eyes of my flock, so they do not see me lose my temper. Tell me, why did you do it?
Oh, this is actually that is a. This isn't personal. I need your power regulator. Actually, that is a personal thing.
You want my flock wasting their lives in that cannery? Fine. Go and talk to them. Go talk to Grace and Thomas. Look them in the eye and tell them their life here is over, and the only thing left to do is go back to Edgewater. This is now your responsibility. And you tell Reed Thompson that I will never return to Edgewater. I would rather die among my flowers than live under his management. You offering to cross Reed off, huh? This some sort of twisted reparation for what you've done? Or you just looking for a chance to sow some chaos? Kill Reed if you must, or talk him into leaving if you can. He and I are not sharing the same four walls together. My son worked in that cannery. When the plague started coming, he was one of the first to fall sick. We had a store of medicine locked away, but Reed refused to treat him. Said my boy didn't deserve treatment. Said the medicine would have been wasted on him. So I buried my boy in the cemetery, gathered my belongings, and left. That's as much of the story. Tell him what I have already told you. That I know the secret to bringing life back to the soil. The secret is human corpses. I've been grinding them up in my fertilizer for years. Marauder, worker, don't matter much to me. The human body is rich with nutrients.
First off, what happens if you corpse?
Edgewater Cemetery's got corpses aplenty. Enough for a generation's worth of crops. Look at that. Just...
Food's back.
Everybody keeps staring at me. It's not my fault the power's dead. I've been thinking about going back. I'm not much use to anybody here. I get sick thinking about working at the cannery. I can't do that again.
So don't work at the cannery. You wanted to be an engineer.
You know something? I think you're right. The town could use another engineer, and I'm on my way to becoming one. I could do a lot of good in Edgewater. Maybe even keep a garage of my own with a little workbench and my very own toolbox. It's just... Adeline's never gonna forgive me. Not in 100 years. I go crawling back to my old life in Edgewater and I'm as good as dead to her.
Stay put. I'm going to try to talk Reed into stepping down.
You know where to find me.
Keep your wits about you, friend.
I don't know how much longer I don't know how much longer...
Marauders can't see us in the dark. Wild canids, on the other hand. The matter's been weighing on me. Zoe came back, but I couldn't keep her from slipping out in the first place. Who's to say I could keep marauders from slipping in? I don't see us lasting more than a couple of weeks out here. I'm loath to admit it. We're gonna have to make our peace with Tobson and hope he takes us back. Listen, we go back to Reed, hat in hand, begging for our old jobs back. Well, Adelaide's not gonna forgive us. She never talked to us again.
Don't do anything, Casey. I'm going to talk to Reed into stepping down.
Sure, suit yourself. I'll be here.
Don't see why Thomas can't just get the generator up and running. Something I can help you with?
Don't know how much longer we'll...
I don't know how much longer we'll last.
Keep your wits about you. Keep your wits about you, friend.
I don't know how much longer we'll last without power.
How do you expect me to enjoy the adventures of the masked marketeer with no power?
I don't know. Not my problem. Right.
Hope Adelaide's okay.
Right.
Hey,
I think this is where I'm gonna end it. It's almost 2 hours. I'll see you all next time. Have a nice day. Have a nice night. Have a nice evening. Bye.